Ellen Long is the co-founder of the BraveHeart Business, which helps owners build and sell profitable, fun, and family-oriented businesses. She is also a Women to Watch winner, a TEDx speaker, and a certified financial planner practitioner. Welcome, Ellen.
Thank you for having me.
Good to have you. Let's talk about business owners and the challenges they face when they are ready to retire and they're thinking of selling their business. What do they need to hear?
They need to know that you should sell before you're forced to. So many business owners wait until the very last moment and then they have to sell it. And when you have to sell it, you've lost leverage. You're not going to get the value out of the business. And truth be told, you're probably not ready.
Okay, so playing a little devil's advocate.
Yeah.
What about if the business owner says, look, I've got to extract all I can out of this business before I sell it. And you know, I don't know what to do if I retire.
Yeah, and obviously that's something that you have to think about. But what we always say is you should plan that beforehand then. If you have to sell the business because you want to get the most value, well, do it before you're forced to, because if you're forced to sell in that, you have to do it right now. A buyer can smell that. That's fear, that's desperation. And when you have desperation, a buyer is going to take advantage of you 100%.
Yeah, you're going to lose 20, 30% of the value of the business right off the top.
Yep. So the key is to plan beforehand. When do you want to retire? When is the top of the market, right? We're going to talk about market considerations. We have usually 10-year business cycles. When's the top of the market? When are you ready? When do you have the management team in place? And when can you get the highest value for your business? Those are all key considerations.
Those are excellent considerations. I'm glad you went through those because, you know, there is going to be a time, for example, when and you know, business owners are never ready.
No.
You know, we never want to sell.
Sure.
It's always 10 years out or 5 years out. But there's going to be a time when a particular business is going to be a good time to sell it. That may not necessarily, in fact, let's assume it's not going to match with the business owner. They've got to be willing to look at a sale before they're ready.
Yeah, and I would say too, hopefully you built the business in such a way that it's fun, it's profitable. We've talked about this before, family oriented, right? But the idea is so many business owners want to sell because they hate what they're doing. And the reason they hate it is because the business is sucking the life out of them. It's not built in such a way that it's fun for them. They're not being able to do what they do best. And so oftentimes we'll look at that business owner and they'll say, oh, I'm just done. Like, I just want to sell the business because I'm done. And that's when we step back and say, can we build it so that a management team is in place, it's running it, so you can do what you love to do, which oftentimes is being the face of the company, selling, doing interviews, right? That's what they love to do, and bring that joy back so they're not selling because they hate it, they're selling because it's ready. How
can we make being a business owner fun again?
Exactly.
I like that.
Exactly.
So how about the actual sale that would be contemplated? You know, your two primary choices are selling to a third party, be it a competitor or an aggregator or somebody that, you know, is interested in your type of business, or selling to the employees.
Yeah, I think inside outside sales, right? So outside sales can often be quicker. So a lot of times if your business is ready and you've done all these things that we've talked about, you can get your business sold in usually 9 to 12 months. An employee is a lot harder, and a child also is harder too, because what happens is they don't have the money to buy it.
Right.
So an outside party usually has the cash, they'll have a private equity behind them, they have the cash to take you out. The problem with an employee and a child is they're gonna have to go to the bank. It's a much longer process. So we tell people, if you wanna sell inside, you should plan on 2 to 3 years to try to get that done. Yeah.
And can you do a combination?
You can do a combination, I mean, we don't often see that. Usually we'll see, you know, full third party, because oftentimes the third party will want to take out most of it. Or they'll just want a minority and then you're still running the business, so you're not fully out.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's no free lunch.
There's no free lunch.
Why can't some business owners ever sell?
Because they are the business.
Okay.
Right? So if you're a business owner and you left for a month, what would happen to your business?
That's a good test.
Yeah, we call it the summer test. If you left for the summer, would your business grow? Would it stay the same, or would it die? And if you looked at me with panic in your face and said, oh my gosh, it would completely fall apart, the business is totally you. It's just you.
You don't really have a business. You've almost got like a sole proprietorship.
Yeah, exactly. You have a job that you've created and you hire other people to help you in that job, but you don't truly have a business that's ready to sell.
Is it transferable?
Yeah, exactly.
That's the key part. Any other key considerations? How about when you're looking at the growth of the business versus extracting, you know, cash or, you know, being able to monetize what you built?
Sure. So there's really two different kinds of businesses. One's a lifestyle business, which is, I'm not going to sell this to a third party. I'm going to get as much as I possibly can out of it. And then when I'm done, the business is over. And having a strategy and a plan for that is key. So Go to your accountants and your CFPs and your lawyers and say, I'm going to grow a lifestyle company because I want the freedom, the flexibility, the cash flow. I'm not going to keep reinvesting and reinvesting and reinvesting, right? That would be a growth company. A growth company is where you say, I'm going to grow this business. It's going to become a big business. I'm going to take a low salary. I'm not going to take as many distributions because I'm just going to reinvest that capital over and over again because I'm building something that I want to sell to a liquidity event. So understanding where you are you trying to take as much cash as you can and just enjoy your lifestyle, right? Or do you want to build a growth company?
Oh, we want both.
Yeah, always, right?
Can I have both, please?
Exactly.
Well, and there's obviously advantages and disadvantages
Sure.
of both strategies. Do you find that you'll have a growth strategy and then maybe at some point there's a shift in mindset?
Exactly.
And the business owner says, okay,
Yep.
yes, I may want a liquidity event down the road,
Yeah.
but now it's time for me to do what my certified financial planner practitioner told me and diversify my assets and start building up money outside of the business.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's difficult to do both.
Yeah, business owners normally have 70 to 90% of their net worth in the business. So along the way, we tell them fully fund your 401ks. Get money outside the business because that's just contingency planning. We want your family to be taken care of no matter what happens in your business. So that's huge.
And if you are looking for what you call the liquidity event, I love that terminology.
Yeah.
Do we need to be thinking about what the buyer's going to want in terms of what we structure?
Oh, for sure. One thing we love to have business owners do is imagine buying your business. If you bought your business tomorrow, what things would you change immediately? And do that now, right? So look at it from a third buyer perspective. What about this business that I could change to grow the value? What would they want to see that I should do now? Because that's going to grow the value of the business. And then the other thing that's hard for them is you should have 3 years where your business is taking off and then you want to sell it there. And what's hard for business owners is, wait, but that's when I'm making the most money.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, everything's going well. Why would I change it right now, Ellen?
Right.
I'm not going to do it unless, it's not going well. But then if I want to sell it then, I'm not going to get what I want. So I really don't want to, I don't really want to sell. I'm just trying to give you some answer that you'll accept. That's some of what's going on here.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Very good. All right. Ellen Long, thank you.
Thank you.
If you would like more information about the topics and our guests featured in this series, please visit our website at PlanStrongerTV.com. Also, if you have a question you would like David to answer, please send it to questions@PlanStrongerTV.com.